This has massive implications for the Lakers as we have a major update on the status of a defensive menace that has been sorely missed in the Laker lineup, and we have some fantastic news on his current situation and where he's at in his rehab process and how close he is to playing NBA games once again for the Lakers. What's good? I'm Okechi Apakama, and this is Lakers Digest coming at you with another video. And before we get into everything we have for you for today's video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get those Laker updates. And I would be remiss if I did not talk about this on a more serious note. The LA fires have been ravaging through Los Angeles as we currently speak, and if you're in any of those affected areas, make sure you can get out while you can, especially in these dire and dangerous times. All of our hopefulness and thoughts and prayers will be going to the people who have been affected by these fires and continue to be affected by these fires. And make sure you just stay up to date on your local news to know what's happening so you can be informed and aware going on with the LA fires. All right, now with that out the way, let's hop straight into our video that we have for you. As is Jarred Vanderbilt's return on the horizon? So we've got some major news about Jarred Vanderbilt and where he is in his rehab process, and we got an update from JJ Redick and also the Laker team personnel. So from JJ Redick first, this was from David Mitterman saying that JJ Redick says Jarred Vanderbilt played 5-on-5 against the coaches yesterday, and the Lakers want Vanderbilt to get some 5-on-5 against players in practice, either with the Lakers or South Bay, before he will be cleared to return to game action. So this is a big step in Jarred Vanderbilt's return to play progression, as now he's playing with contact, which is a very big thing, especially for a guy. He's been without pain for it looks like a while now, and so now he's been playing some 5-on-5 with the coaches, and now the final hurdle, which is for most guys in the rehab process, is playing 5-on-5, a live scrimmage against live players to really get that feel and that action of what NBA basketball is like. And Jarred Vanderbilt is almost past that last hurdle, and there's good reason to believe that he could be back very soon, especially with this update from the Los Angeles Lakers, as they said that Lakers forward Jarred Vanderbilt has made meaningful strides in his return to play progression and has advanced in full court activities with contact, that the team will continue to monitor his ramp up and ensure a successful return. Vanderbilt will be reevaluated in approximately 1 week. So that is huge, as we've got more of a timeline and an even closer timeline for the Los Angeles Lakers as they're coming home from their Texas two-step trip, which was unfortunately with a couple of losses, but getting a guy like Jarred Vanderbilt back in your lineup can truly change a lot of things for this Los Angeles Lakers team, especially with the way that Vanderbilt plays and the energy and effort that he brings, because he does something on this Laker roster that nobody else can really do to the level that he can, and that is really get after it on the defensive end and guard a multitude of positions and do it at a very elite level on that side of the ball, because he has been able to guard guys like John Morant, Steph Curry, Brandon Ingram in the past. All of these guys, all-star level worthy guys, and a guy like Jarred Vanderbilt has the capability to defend these guys, and the Lakers have been sorely missing a guy like this, and they've been trying to make do with what they can, and Max Christie and his improved play has really made some strides, and I think can really help when you have Jarred Vanderbilt back, because having Christie and Vando, I think, is really good to have for you, especially for those defensive wings out there. And you had Cam Reddish, who was filling in spots where he can, and he can be a good guy to get some steals, really wreak some havoc for you, but not to the level that a guy like Jarred Vanderbilt can, or Vando the Vandalorian, as many of us are calling him. But he hasn't played much really in the past year, as he did play a couple of games around this time last year, and that's when he was coming back from his other injury, and he started to find a footing there, but then he got hurt in Boston and hasn't played professional basketball for an entire year. So that is a very big deal for Jarred Vanderbilt to making his return possibly here for the next few weeks here, as we'll probably get back to that week out period where that reevaluation comes, and if he does that 5-on-5 full contact, then the next hurdle is playing those NBA games. And Vanderbilt obviously is going to have a restriction when he plays, because he hasn't played basketball in a full year. So he's probably going to be limited coming out of the gates, but just to have him there out there on the floor is going to be huge for the Lakers because he does things that no one else on the floor truly does. And just take a look at this video. This is just like a pretty long montage of a guy like Jarred Vanderbilt and what he can do for you. And obviously a shot like this, the corner three, is not something that's usually in his game, but if he's able to hit that, that'll be huge for the Lakers. But this is where he makes his money, on the defensive side of the ball, really wreaking havoc, just making plays for the Lakers and getting them out onto the quick and early offense. And then he can be a guy that can hang out around the rim, finish for you when you need to because of his 6'9" frame. He's a very large forward, and he can just do a lot of things for you. Just handle the basketball in transition and finish whenever you need him. So Jarred Vanderbilt, having him on this Lakers squad will be massive because there will get that defensive upgrade, and it's the switch that the Lakers have been going to here for these past couple of weeks as they made a trade for a guy like Dorian Finney-Smith. And when you make that move, it means your team is more shifting towards a defensive minded unit, and that kind of seems like to be the mold for the Lakers as their improved play, with the exception of these losses here, was mostly been a credit to the defense and how much better it has been since the Lakers were towards the bottom in the entire NBA in defensive rating. So kudos to the Lakers for improving it on their end, but getting more defensive players will only add to that defensive prowess that they already have. With Max Christie in his improved play, you have Dorian Finney-Smith and what he can do. Gabe Vincent can defend guys. Cam Reddish can do a lot of things out there in the perimeter. And obviously you got the man in the middle, Anthony Davis, who can do a lot for you on that side of the basketball. And just more things from a guy like Jarred Vanderbilt, just what he can do for you. And just, this is him guarding a guy like Steph Curry in the playoffs of all situations with the highest of high levels. He can be a guy that can truly wreak havoc. His 6'9" frame can chase around these quicker guards, which is very pivotal for a Laker team that wants to be big and wants to play big. So having Jarred Vanderbilt do those things on the perimeter is really going to free up some of these guys on the backside to really hone in. And some of those guys I'm talking about is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis especially because of what a force multiplier he can be on the defensive end. Like, just look at him chase a guy like Steph Curry around who is elite when it comes to moving without the basketball. And Jarred Vanderbilt is a guy that can track him the entire way just because of his stout ability and awareness and just do multiple things for you, including block shots. So having Jarred Vanderbilt back in the lineup would be huge for the Los Angeles Lakers, but there could be a possibility that the Lakers might not play tomorrow. And that's kind of my next topic here, as the Lakers game tomorrow might be postponed. As I let in earlier with the LA Fires ravaging through Los Angeles as we currently speak. And there is a lot of effort to really tone down these fires because these high winds have not helped Los Angeles at all. So the Kings, who their hockey team had a game tonight on Wednesday night, and they had to cancel the game because of the fires. And it's not particularly in the downtown area, but a lot of people who are in and around Los Angeles are very affected by it, and it does help to keep traffic off the roads, especially for these firefighting crews. But we got an update from Shams Charania, and this is what he said about the Lakers-Hornets game, the status for tomorrow. And he said, in response to the Lakers-Hornets status with the wildfires in the LA area, NBA spokesman Mike Bass, we are in communication with the Lakers and the Hornets and continue to closely monitor the situation to determine if any scheduling adjustments are necessary related to tomorrow night's game. And just with knowing what I know now, and it hasn't been officially as currently as this video is being released on Wednesday night, the game is still going for tomorrow, but I do believe it is going to be canceled for tomorrow night. And it's just more about the safety of Los Angelinos and making sure everybody is safe. And at the end of the day, basketball is just a game. And so it is making sure that everybody is safe and sound and have a place to go, because there's a lot of people who had to evacuate. And so they have to go different places. And we have to make sure that those people get what they need, especially in these times of need. So if the Lakers have to postpone their game against the Charlotte Hornets, then so be it. They'll probably schedule for a later date in the season. But hopefully firefighters can help get these fires under control. If you guys are wondering, on my end, I am out and away from the Los Angeles fires. I'm a little out of that area, so don't worry about me. But there is a lot of people who are in need and need help. So if you want to send out any resources or any help, make sure you look online, especially on those government websites, because you want to make sure you're giving to the right people. So there is a lot of people who are going to be in need, especially in this time, and it's even affected the Los Angeles Lakers, as JJ Redick and his family had to be evacuated. Excuse me, his twin sister had to be evacuated. Wife's twin sister had to be evacuated because they were in that Pacific Palisades area. So there is a lot of craziness going on right now in Los Angeles. So make sure you keep those thoughts and prayers up, and hopefully the Lakers can get back to playing basketball and doing the things that we love to see them on the court. But that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe. There is about 91% of you who have recently watched your videos who are not subscribed to the channel just yet. And if you guys want more of that Laker news, Laker updates, trade rumors, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest so you don't miss any of that action. All right, guys, I've been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.